We had quiet hopes of an unbeaten domestic season, but that has been ripped away from us. We are still performing absolutely fantastically though, and although we've been concentrating on European fixtures recently, we've got a mix of both today. All good things coming to an end, in the unbeaten run that we have, unfortunately, is gone now. After the last episode where we beat Hoffenheim, we began with a 2-0 win away at Middlesbrough before defeating Wolves 2-1 at home. Gregorio Bolaño getting his first goal for us in this game. Atalanta followed in the Champions League. We got a 3-0 win in that before our first loss of the season was inflicted upon us. Ismail Higuera got on the score sheet twice in this game, so it's nice to see him return to goal scoring form. It wasn't enough though, as Newcastle scored 3 goals. It was 2-2 up until the point where Owen Foy got injured. We'd used all our subs at this point, so we did go down to 10 men, and Newcastle capitalised upon the space on the pitch to go out and grab the winner in the 84th minute. 2 0-0 draws since then, away at Chelsea and at home to Arsenal. It leaves us third in the Premier League, with 4 points behind Manchester City in the top spot. So we're definitely not out of the title race, and with a game coming up against Manchester City after this Leipzig game, could be everything to play for depending on the result of that. Like we say, it is the Leipzig game up first. Off screen we got that win against Atalanta, and it currently leaves us 16th in this Champions League table. Lots of the teams ahead of us have played more games than us, so there's an outside chance we could nip ourselves into the top 8, but we'd need to score a lot of goals to do that, so maybe an unlikely feat, given the Leipzig are probably a similar team to us. They're currently operating in 3rd in the Bundesliga, so definitely a team that can challenge, so we've got to hope that we can put up a good fight today. We still have Owen Foy missing for today's game. He hasn't recovered from that injury he picked up against Newcastle. So we see Sintas starting in the attacking midfield role. Milinkovic slightly off form at the moment. Maybe can make an impact from the bench. But we've got Jimenez in goal. Fuda, Santos, Jones and Lescott at the back. Matashita, Silai, Costa, Sintas and Oliver in behind Higuera up top. Obviously, we're looking for Higuera to start performing on a regular basis. He has games where he looks unstoppable, but more often than not, he has been quiet. I'm sure a bit of adaptation to the league, and he will get a little bit better for us, but need him to start doing it on a more regular basis. Maybe today can be a catalyst for him, maybe not. But we're definitely looking at his form. Obviously, Lee Dilly is our top scorer at the moment. He's got 8 goals for the season, on course for his best return for a few years. So yeah, he definitely needs to step it up, and like we say, this match could prove to be a key one for him. We've got a rare kick-off highlight, which means we could be getting some early action in the game. Leipzig with the team kicking off, and they're progressing into our half very well down the left hand side. Silai has got them company, but they play it back to the edge of the area. The score can't get it up, and oh my word, 20 seconds into the game, and yeah, really isn't the ideal start for us at all. Like we say, Leipzig getting down this left hand side quickly. The ball goes across. Lescott can't get up. Jones can't close down Benjamin Sesko, and yeah, really terrible start from us. No question of offside. Anthony Jones really deep in the penalty area and keeping his man onside. So yeah, we just hadn't woken up, and blessing is there's lots of time left for us to get back into the game. Doesn't seem to have been much spirit in the performance 25 minutes into the game, so we'll give a little shout, we demand more and hope the team respond. Hasn't seemed to have changed anything on the pitch, and yeah, the half seems to be dwindling out. The spectators in the Jim Gann Arena today must be very bored with the action that they're seeing. It goes into the half-time break at 1-0. That extremely early goal is the difference. So we'll thrash the arms a bit, and yeah, just pray we see a little bit of improvement in the second half. It's the first time we've seen Stockport in possession. Sintas picks up the ball. He He goes down the right hand side, tries to play it into Oliver. He lets it run. Higuera is in the box, but he can't get past the Leipzig defence. Fuda picks it up low, plays it into Oliver again. He does dazzling work to get some space work for himself into the box, and on his weaker left foot, he just finds the top corner. It's a sensational goal from David Oliver. We'll see it again. Fuda does well to pick him out, but the work he had to do to get past his man, find that little bit of space, and the finish as well to go along with it. David Oliver, what a goal, son. We hold our hats off to you. And we are back into the match now, and maybe we're going to be the team that comes out on top. Fuda gets it to Oliver again. He's going down the right hand side, spins back onto his left foot. He's looking for another goal. He almost gets it as well. It cracks off the inside of the post, but comes back out. Very unlucky for him. He's playing like a man possessed down that right hand side in the second half, and if he keeps on performing as he is, surely his second goal is just around the corner. Leipzig though, showing that they're still a threat in this match. Sesko just getting offside, and we hold on to this 1-1 score we've got at the moment. The games are coming thick and fast, and we definitely need to make use of all of the squad. Bolaños is coming on the left hand side. It's another poor game from Higuera. Lee Dilly can come on up top and maybe prove himself to be our little hero again. And the score, not having a great game by his standards. We know Alvarez can make a difference when he can come on, so maybe he can do that again today. Oliver's had a sensational game on that right hand side, but I think his race is run. And we'll bring on Milinkovic as well. He had a really good impact when we brought him on against Real Madrid. Obviously it was a little bit too late in that one, but he's got time to maybe grab us the winner in today's game. There's just over 5 minutes left. We'll give one last shout of encourage. We've got to defend a corner. Fuda gets it away well, but straight to a Leipzig player, and Leipzig now getting it into the box. We could have maybe stole the ball, but a bit slow to get out of the box, and Leipzig still retain possession. He gets past Fuda, but Fuda gets back well. Silai makes a good tackle. Milinkovic tries to find Dilly, but Leipzig pick it up yet again, and we can't quite get any counter attacks instigated. Leipzig coming straight back towards our goal. Driskovic on the left hand side plays the ball in. Sesko's the target. He manages to touch it down, but Jimenez makes a save. We get it out again, and finally what seemed like a Leipzig onslaught is being put to an end. We're into stoppage time now. It's Leipzig coming forward once more. We need Jimenez to claim this one, and now with just over a couple of minutes left in the game, can we work ourselves one last opportunity? He gets it up to Dilly. He nods it down to Milinkovic. He had maybe an opportunity to get to Pereira. He does in the end. Pereira has grabbed us what should be a late winner. Thought it might have been offside, but there's no flag from the referee. I thought Milinkovic has missed his opportunity to play Pereira through as well. Thought that was the time, but he just held on to it a little bit more, and it actually worked Pereira a little bit of extra space, and he made the best use of that space, and it could be a very, very valuable win. Like we say, it could have put us into the top 8. That is where we are at the moment. Santos almost grabbing us another goal, but his header cracks off the crossbar. But we're holding on, and we have turned the game around and got ourselves a lovely 2-1 win. It didn't look like it was going to happen in that first half, but the words at half time clearly had an influence on the players, and they came out in the second half and they were much, much the better team. We'd be very, very happy with that. Like we say, it does put us into 8th place in this Champions League table as well, onto 12 points. So it's a lovely sight to see. The 2 games we've got left, Paris Saint-Germain and Monaco as well. So 2 French teams with different Champions League campaigns so far, but they're in quite a while, so we'll embrace being in this position for a couple of months at least. And yeah, the Stockport fans can relish the fact we're in the top 8 of this Champions League table. It's just a small matter of Manchester City coming up next. Like we say, the team currently in possession of top spot in the Premier League if we win the game, we'll go a point behind them. So really, we do want to go and get the win just to close this gap and make sure that they don't get too far ahead. But we know it's going to be a really tough game, as you probably would expect. Erling Haaland, the top scorer in the Premier League, has got 18 goals in 14 games. So yeah, we're going to have to keep him quiet. We've made a few changes for the Manchester City game. I thought, discounting the first 20 seconds of the game, we were fine defensively in the last match, so that remains the same. It's in the attack where the changes are made. Dilly comes in up top. Higuera, failing to improve and impress once again. And like we say, Lee Dilly, the top scorer so far, he gets a chance today. Bolaños also comes in on the left hand side. Costa been playing a lot of football, and I think he's in need of a little bit of a rest to recover some of that form. Milinkovic also comes into the team. Other than that, it's the same team who started against Leipzig, so hopefully we can go and get a similar result. It's taken to the 43rd minute for anything to happen in this game, but it's a bloody goal for Manchester City. Up until this, it's been extraordinarily dull. Like we say, this is the first highlight that's come on, and yeah, within 2 seconds of the highlight beginning, Asprilla has got above our defenders and he's found the back of the net for Manchester City. We haven't turned up today. We've had one shot so far in this half, and yeah, clearly wasn't one for us to get excited about. So we'll throw the ball, and again, like the last time we did it, the team have responded absolutely fantastically. Pereira can come on in place of Oliver on the right hand side. He's had the worst game out of all the players so far. So hopefully the water bottle and hopefully that little change will be able to drag us back into the game. It's Manchester City beginning the second half very, very early on, and they've already got themselves a goal. It took all of 43 minutes in the first half to get the first highlight of the game. There's 43 minutes left in the game, and in the second highlight of the match, Manchester City have put themselves 2-0 up. It's really not good enough from ourselves defensively yet again. It's too easy for Manchester City to find space in the box, so need to see improvements from here on in. But again, we give the ball away. Asprilla now finds Jeremy, but the score's on his toes and he stops him. Coming forward, Matsushita playing a risky game. Jimenez on his toes gets it out, but again, we're just not doing ourselves any favours in the match. And yeah, now maybe the first time we're coming alive. The score down the left hand side, he drives across into the box. Milinkovic's effort though, wide of the post. A little bit of intent from us, but it's been very, very sloppy from us, and yeah, easy to see why Manchester City are ahead in the game. And they've made it 3 now. Again, just granting the Manchester City players too much space, too much respect on the edge of the area, and they're just able to drive forward and get a shot away. And yeah, he just drifts past. I'm not sure who that is. It's Pereira. Pereira's just come on the pitch and really doesn't do enough to get a foot in. I think we need more changes. Costa comes on the left hand side. Yamada comes on in place of Matsushita, and Silva Santos is on for Fuda. If we could have, probably would have changed the entire team, but obviously we're limited in what we can do. We've got one change left as well, but yeah, we'll need a miracle to get back into this game. We are going to make that change. Milinkovic can come off, Higuera can come on. We'll go 2 up top, because why the hell not? We'll make Higuera the pressing forward. We'll go on to an attacking mentality as well. We've got nothing to lose. We've basically already lost the game, so may as well go out fighting. Apparently going out fighting to this team means going out and doing absolutely nothing at all. Truthfully, those 3 Manchester City goals were the only highlights in the game. It's been a terrible, terrible game of football from our perspective. very, very tempted to tell the team that they're training tomorrow, but we've had an overload of football recently, and yeah, I think it'll be a little bit harsh on them to drag them into training. They're definitely due a rest. So there's been a lot of tough games recently. They're still getting quite tough as well. Everton are 6th in the league, all the way until this round of fixtures. They're down to 8th, but team in the top half. Then we've got Spurs, Man U and Liverpool, so yeah, a little bit of rotation in the team wouldn't go amiss, so I expect that to happen in the Carabao Cup game against Chelsea. With regards to the next episode, it's going to be those 2 last Champions League games, PSG and Monaco. There's a fair bit of football to get through in between now and then, and yeah, we hopefully need to get back to some good form in that time, because starting to slip away a little bit in the Premier League puts Manchester City 7 points ahead of us now, so what looked like a good little season for us could turn into one very similar to last year, so looking to improve that, and yeah, hopefully by the time that we come back for the next episode we'll have lots of these green circles back on the screen. As always, if you have enjoyed that, please make sure to drop a like and a comment down below. Remember to subscribe to the channel for regular Football Manager content as well. Thank you very much for watching. Bye bye.